Hey everyone, welcome to the video. Gonna go over tomorrow's NASCAR All-Star race for this weekend on DraftKings. Before we continue though, if you could leave a like, subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate that. You can also follow me on Twitter at cpen_16, but that's with 2 N's. If you want access to the cheat sheet or model or whatever you want to call it, just follow me on Twitter, shoot me a DM, and I'll send you the link, and it'll be easier that way. Alright, anyway, so let's get into this. So this is going to be kind of a wacky race. It's not your conventional kind of style race. So we're only going to have like 80 to 90 laps. We have 4 stages. It's going to be 30 laps, 20 laps, 20 laps again, and then 15 laps. And there's not going to be a lot of Dominator points. We're at Charlotte, so it's a 1.5 mile track. And so yeah, not very many laps at all. And there's only going to be 15 cars in the field, so it's going to be very interesting. Now these guys are racing for $1 million, so at the end I think things could get a little, squirrely. But so I'm factoring practice a little bit, and then just seeing how they've done the track history. And I mean, it's not going to be an exact science; it's going to be kind of wacky this week, but we'll make do. I think we got some good plays on the board, and the way they're priced is pretty interesting. It kind of makes it where almost everyone's in play. Like, but you can pretty much make whatever lineup you want almost. So let's just I don't know. I have my rankings here, and so just some drivers I want to single out. I think Denny Hamlin's the best play going into tomorrow. He's been really good here. He's only 8,400, which is the reason I have him above Truex, and he's starting 12th. So I think finishing position is probably going to be the most important thing here. So you're going to want pretty much the top, there's only 15, so, but you're pretty much going to want the guy that wins. And you have to have the guy that wins, basically, if you want to be in the winning lineup. And you really just want a bunch of guys that finish in the top 5. And I mean, that's easier than it is usual weeks because we have such a small field. But yeah, Denny Hamlin, he's only 8,400, which I like, because I think my 3 favorite guys to win this race would be Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex, possibly Kevin Harvick, guys like that. So you're getting a really nice discount here, and he's starting 12th, so he got some place differential as well. And those average DK points aren't for this racetrack; that's just for this season, by the way. But yeah, I'm not really looking to practice too much there, but he's been really good at Charlotte. He's 4th, and he has a 4th. He's 4th. Yes, he's average finish of 4 in the past 4 races here. 110 driver rating, 3 top 5s, 3 top 10s. So I mean, he's been really good here. He's even led some laps at 64 laps, and so yeah, he's been very good. So I think he's probably my favorite play just because of the value you get on the other guys. And then Martin Truex Jr. is going to be my second favorite guy. You get a discount off the big dogs like Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick, at 9,500. And this has been a racetrack he's been very good at. I mean, he's always good at all the 1.5 mile tracks, but especially here, past 4 races, he has an average finish of 127.7 driver rating, which is the best out of all these guys. He has 1 win, 3 top 5s, 3 top 10s, and 324 lap slides. So he's been very good here. He has a low finish of 3 in the past 4 races, which is insanely good. So I think Martin Truex is another slam dunk play this week. I try to get him in your lineups. I think he's my second driver in my rankings. Yeah, second. And he qualified 5th, so we have a little bit of place differential there as well, as long as he wins the race. Then Kyle Busch, I have him ranked 3rd. I know there's not a lot of place differential upside at all, but I do think he could very easily take the lead from Clint Bowyer early on and dominate maybe half the race, see how that goes. But he could easily win the race as well. I know he wasn't that good in practice, but again, I don't really care that much about practice. I mean, it's still a little important, but not for really like a race like this. And Kyle Busch loves winning. I mean, when there's $1 million on the line, I mean, he's gonna be pretty hungry to win. Just all these guys are, but Kyle Busch especially. Past 4 races, average finish of 10, but 120 driver rating. 1 win, 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s, most laps led out of all these guys, so definitely like him a lot. And then I don't want to go through all these guys just to bore you guys, but definitely like just the guys that play place differential the most. And I'm gonna stay away from the guys like Ryan Newman, Austin Dillon, and Clint Bowyer. I think he's only gonna move back, and I can't see him really dominating the race and just putting on a show. So probably not going to be using him. I'd understand if you want to take a shot. I mean, really, all these guys are in play just because of it's so small and, the variance in NASCAR. So I don't mind taking a shot at anyone in, like, large field tournaments. But Austin Dillon, Ryan Newman aren't for me. Just especially Ryan Newman. He's starting 6th, and he's really bad here. So not too interested in that. Austin Dillon did get a win here a couple years ago with the fuel mileage race. But yeah, my favorite play is Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, just because he's 8,100. I know he hasn't been the best here, but he was really good in practice, and I could see him moving up for sure. And then Kurt Busch starting 15th. Yeah, I believe he's starting last. Yeah, 15 cars. So Kurt Busch can only move up really, and I can't see him finishing dead last unless he crashes or something. So Kurt Busch is definitely in play. Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, they're starting a little too far back. I think they're going to move up, especially Brad. He's right in front of Kurt, so those guys are going to move up for sure. You know, Brad Keselowski can win any race, even though those two have not been very good here, but still it's the All-Star race, so it's a different animal. Then Kevin Harvick in his millennial car, whatever you want to call that thing. He could win this race. He qualified 3rd. I could see him winning. I believe he won last year, if I'm not mistaken, and he hasn't been too bad here. And then Chase Elliott is qualified 11th, but I don't know. I have him ranked 10th just because I like the other guys a little bit better. But anyway, guys, I don't really know what else to really say about this All-Star race. Really, I just take a look at the model here and make your picks from there. Pretty much everyone's in play, but I do have guys I like more than the others. I did put an example lineup together just so you guys can kind of figure out what roster construction would be like. So I got Martin Truex. I think he can win the race. Denny Hamlin, you know, he's one of my favorite plays with all things considered. Eric Almirola, really good place differential play. Keselowski as well. Jimmy Johnson, he's really cheap. I actually forgot to go over him. Jimmy Johnson's pretty cheap. He's only 6,500 and he's starting 8th, so I think he can move up. I'm not sure if he's going to top 5 or anything, but he has been good here. He's got 101 driver rating, which is, I believe it's top 5 out of all these drivers. An average finish of 9, so he's been good here. I mean, and that's an average finish out of like 40 drivers. So if you lower the field, that you'd have to think that goes up. But yeah, so anyway, and then Kurt Busch. So I think that's a good way to go for an example lineup. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for the video. Sorry, there's not too much to it. I mean, it's kind of the All-Star race, kind of like the Pro Bowl. I mean, you don't know really what's going to happen. But anyway, for MLB tomorrow, I am going to be really busy in the morning, so I'm not sure when I'm going to get a video out. So I'll try to get it out. If I can't, just know I update the model really early in the morning, sometimes before I even go to bed. So if you need access to the MLB model, if you're afraid I'm not going to get the video out, again just follow me on Twitter, shoot me a DM, and I'll send you the MLB model with the updated cheat sheet. It just might not have a video tomorrow, but I'm going to try to. Definitely for the late slate, I think I should be able to because the late slate's at 7, but the early slate might be pushing it, so we will see. But anyway, guys, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate that, and good luck in NASCAR UFC. Which reminds me, check out the UFC video that we put out. Was it this morning? It might have been this morning, I think. I'd recommend checking that out for UFC, and good luck.